The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away.
Good evening, hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man. I'd like to say thanks to everyone joining me. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man. I centre around forced adoption, men not seeing their children, and I give children that voice around the world. For some reason, my videos on YouTube and Facebook are being pixelated. Now, my videos are not being taken down, they're being pixelated, so you can't really make out what it says. But I'd like to say thanks to everybody that's joined us tonight and logged on. The reason I haven't done a Sunday night live 9 o'clock is because I've had my sister down at the weekend. And if you're watching, sis, thanks for coming down. It's been a great weekend, and you, Jamie. My kids have loved it. But going back on it, my videos are all pixelated, so what I'm saying is actually truth. I can hold the government to account on proof on forced adoption in this country, and it's going on at an alarming rate, and that's why I fight for change, because I'm a failed looked after child. Social workers, it's unbelievable. I mean, they're in the tabloids. They're in the tabloids today. I've actually done a protest before outside Tower Hamlets Council. And helped a couple, and there they are again in the failing this little girl, putting it with a Muslim family, took a cross off her. You know, this girl's 5 years old, placed second Muslim family that she's placed with. This is the second person she's been placed with, and they've both been Muslim families. And I mean, they took a cross off her, and she's turning up a contact this little child when she goes to see her mum, you know, due to how she's being treated. So Tower Hamlets, again, it's failing all over the place. I mean, we've got to strip to quite a few things, Tower Hamlets, and now they're being looked into for this. I mean, where's the future risk of harm in that, you know? This child being placed with a woman, a family, Muslim family, and the woman's out in public in a full veil with this child. Where's the future risk of harm in that? Look, chaotic lifestyle, total change. You know, took a cross off her, you know, and what's it coming to? What is it coming to in this country? Do you know what I mean? You've got, I mean, most of the social workers down at Fuller Council are not English. Not English. And I'll say it again. I'm an advocate for quite a few families in Forest, and all I see is white, British, English families going through forced adoption. That's what I'll see. Is it a race thing down at Fuller Council? This Tower Hamlets should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, what was the viability assessment on that? What was the assessment on this family? You know, who done it? You know, would there be professional avoidance when it's looked into? No doubt. And I'll campaign for it. You know, because children are being failed at an alarming rate. And when it comes to inquiries or serious case reviews or anything such other, you get professional avoidance. And I think it should be a criminal offence in this country. Extortionate wages, you know, these councillors, council, chief exec councils, and look at the state of the streets. Money, you know, some of them are paid more than 3 times more than the Prime Minister. That's our money. And they're failing the community. I think something should drastically look into it, because who's watching the Watchmen? Who is watching the Watchmen? And I've offered to put myself forward to the government to go and look at as an independent body, social care around all councils in the country. I'd love to do that. I know the government are watching me, because I'm above it, mate. When you look right into children's services and you say, oh, it's not for profit, and clearly it is. Clearly it is. You've got a director of children's services, you've got the head of children's services, you've got the leader and the chief executive in the council, as well as all the councillors and the staff. Well, extravagant wages. And then you've got the rest of the employees in the council. They're all on no contracted hours. It's crazy stuff. And yeah, I want to raise awareness about Rolf Harris. He's just got out of prison, the children's rights campaigner. And I want to say to the estate agent that sold him that house, aren't they putting children at future risk of harm in that community? Because everybody in that community is moving out because of Rolf Harris. He's just bought a house and all his neighbours are now moving out. I don't know why all these people are not suing the estate agent. We're putting our children at future risk of harm. Because, I'll say it again, after time. In some rented properties, children are being placed with mothers. They're not vetting the rest of the tenants in the property. They don't give a damn. You just drop the mother off the emergency accommodation. Some strays around children in these rented properties around this country is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And the social services are placing them there. And I'd like to raise awareness of Rolf Harris, because this geezer, he should be sent to cure the children's diseases, what he's done. Him of all people. Do you know what I mean? Moved into a house and all his neighbours are moving out. Oh, there's a paedophile just moved into the area, we're all moving. We're all selling up. What about the estate agent putting everyone's children at future risk of harm? I ask myself that, you know, and any of these councils, you know, when a paedophile gets out of prison, what do these councils do with him? They place them by a school. That's what the councils do. Avery, a friend of mine, Danny Tubby, raising awareness out in Farrow, you know, that this guy has just been placed by a school. And when everybody got onto it, and this Danny Tubby, my mate, was raising awareness on it in Farrow, they moved him. More taxpayers' money, protecting him, wasting police resources, protecting him. It's unbelievable. And when these paedophiles get out of prison, the councils rehome them. And it's near the school. So the council are putting children at future risk of harm. And the social workers remove children on that very fact. So I urge you, government, to look into this paedophile situation and where they're supposed to live. Because it's now becoming a problem in the UK. Nobody wants to live next door to one. Everybody wants to beat the paedophile up in prison. This is sick and tired of protecting them. We need to look into it, because as far as I'm concerned, hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, gives children a voice. And I do believe all around the world, right of a child, then you've got no right to abuse a child or kill a child, then you should be sent to cure children's diseases. Look, we could probably use tested to cure diseases. Why are we not doing this, government? Releasing that tax burden. Please release the resources. Do you know what I mean? It's a joke. All these people probably lived in these big houses where Rolf Harris has just moved into. Now they're all going to move. I'm telling you, if I was the neighbour, he wouldn't be moving in. Yeah, I'm going to ask myself, if he did move in and I did go on the megaphone, then would it become harassment? I ask myself, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I mean? These people are not, they're not welcome back in society. They're not. And how the government are allowing little sex dolls coming in from China, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. Because you're not taking away the age. You're glorifying paedophilia, allowing these dolls in the UK. Unbelievable. And all these girls that dress up on webcams, on the social media webcams, if they dress up on schoolgirls, you should be ashamed of yourselves, because you're glorifying paedophilia. The urge to want to go and do it. The government, they don't care. They don't care about your child, and they don't care about you. What they care about is your money in your pocket. Right? I'd just like to touch on them a few things. Give a big shout out to Chris Griffin. I said I'd go visit, and I have got plans to do that. But I've been so busy at the minute with this man that I'm helping on this stop this forced adoption. So a big shout going out to you, Chris Griffin, and I am going to watch you live later if you're watching. Big shout to everybody in the States. To anybody who's been caught up in the Texas floods, on forced adoption. Absolutely unbelievable what's going on in the States. Shout out to everyone in Australia, everyone in New Zealand that follow me, and thanks a lot again for anyone that shares me in them countries. seeing their children is a big problem. It's a big problem, and a job centre to go to work. They expect men that are grieving and are not seeing their children to go and hold the job down. Oh, you've got to attend this appointment. Oh, you've got to go here. Oh, you've got to do that. Oh, we're taking all that money off you. The mum fails the contact, you know, and these men are suffering. And I think some system should be stuck in place for these men, because I'm giving the children a voice, you know. If you take a father away from a child, the father then tends to try and become a father, tries to become the dad, acting like the dad, acting far too old before it's time. And I've seen it many a times happen. And if only the father was around, in most cases, I understand that fathers have done so much wrong that they can't be around their kids. But I'm chatting for the fathers that can. Them kids need discipline. They need discipline. And I'll tell the government this: you take away chastisement from the parents, you've got turmoil in schools. You can't hit me, I'll get you sued. You know, they know the law nowadays, and the government lost the grip on it. And when they leave school, they're even more of a problem for the police. And the government don't care because it makes money. When all these young kids commit crime, it makes money. And if they've been through the care system, oh my God. If they're not working in the sex industry, them girls coming out of the care system, happens to your units and they're making money. And then they get targeted later by a social worker who will then tell lies to nick their child. And this is going on in the UK. I can prove it. Social workers, they're getting in on pre-birth assessments. They're getting in on women before they've been born. You know, so the mum's going to hospital to have her baby, and social workers are walking on the wood. So bang. And this is what's going on in the UK, and this is why I fight for change. I've been a found looked after child. I've been battered by the hands of the establishment. I've had the establishment call me a terrorist. I've had the establishment call me a violent armed robber. I've had the establishment accuse me of beating my own mum, my missus. I've had the establishment accuse me of pumping my dogs with steroids. And then it's our kid. And the best they can do is pixelate more videos. So I urge all you people to you need to share all this. You'll follow me at One Misty on Twitter. I'm live streaming on YouTube. Everybody who's on YouTube tonight. I've live streamed on YouTube because Facebook was taking me posts down. So that's why I'm on YouTube. It's becoming a time. There's a time in my videos that I do every week, and it's called Non-Swatch. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, giving children that voice. Big shout going on to all you people on the land and that fellas. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. I take my hat off to every single one of you. Silent justice. I take my hat off to you guys. Silent justice. The paedophile hunter. The children's bounty. Part of hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. I call this non-swatch. And I'm just raising awareness on how much money the government wastes. The taxpayers' money keeping these nonsense and these wrong'uns in prison. You know, they're being protected in the inside of prison. What the government doesn't realise is we're all human. Just do. I take my hat off to all my friends in prison that are following me, because the Justice Secretary in this country, he hasn't got a grip of the prisons in this country. Mr. Lidington, his name is. He ignores all my videos to the office of this country, and he ignores the MIG, accusing my local council, Borough Council, of perjuring themselves and nicking my kid. He ignores that fact. Just like the last Justice Secretary, Elizabeth Truss. I'd like to say to the government that you're wasting thousands and thousands of pounds protecting these people in prison. Once you take a right, you shouldn't have a right. And if you take a child's right, if you sexually paedophile a child, or you kill a child, you should be sent off to cure children's diseases, and that's what I'll campaign for. I'm putting GPS in children to raise money for children's mental health. But I'm going to go back to my non-swatch. Darren Reynolds, 47 from Chelmsford. Darren Reynolds, 47 from Chelmsford. He has a rap sheet 5 years, this little geezer, this geezer. In 2002, he was caught in his car outside the school with his hand in his hand. That was back in 2002. In 2015, same, back in exposing himself in front of schools, right? Girl and dropped his trousers in his doorway of his home. When the police went round there, denied all knowledge of it. Darren Reynolds, 47, right? He's just been sent to prison for 6 months. 6 months. All that history. Now, if I shoplift and I get caught, I shoplift, I get caught, I shoplift, I get caught, 18 months. That's what it's like. Now, 6 months. He's going to cost the taxpayer £40,000. Come out of prison, do it again, and cost the taxpayer because he's got to be protected by the police and stretch their resources. Next one. Roy Stockwell, 59 years old, from Dunmow. Roy Stockwell, 59 years old. 8 months jail this geezer got. Possessing indecent images and videos of children from the ages of 6 up until 15. Roy Stockwell, 59, is a wrong 'un. Taxpayer, £40,000. 8 months. The next one, Robert Ellis. Robert Ellis, 9 years. £360,000 a year he's going to cost us. He's going to cost the working hard people £360,000 a year. This is money we could save, man. Robert Ellis, 9 years. He was a football coach down at Harlow in Essex. Human and sexual activities with teenage boys. So don't be telling people you're in for burglary because you're not. £60,000 the taxpayers' money. He's cost. So there's like £500,000 just them 3. You know, I haven't had a lot of time to do me non-swat this week because I've been busy with the bank holiday weekend and my kids and my family. But that's £500,000 we could be saving, and we could be sending these people off to the NHS labs to cure children's diseases. We could be curing diabetes. We could be curing AIDS. We could be curing unknown diseases. Curing, what would happen if we got attacked by a nuclear bomb? Do you know what I mean? We could be countering that by using these paedophiles as our guinea pigs, because once you take the right of a child, I don't care, right? You know, it's not normal. You know, and it's not entertainment. Government, why are we not GPSing our children? Why are we not GPSing our children and putting the money back into children's mental health? And I urge all the leaders all around the world to be doing this, because I'm giving children that voice. I'm protecting the children of future risk. Why can't we GPS all these children? Because I'm telling you now, I've got a lump in my throat every time I think of Madeleine McCann. The child was stolen, and the parents left that child on future risk of harm, and the worst happened. Stolen on future risk of harm. Now, this Madeleine McCann family, they get £80,000 of taxpayers' money. More, and they're going to get more. If we had GPS, we'd find Madeleine. I do still believe she's still alive. But again, why haven't the social services been removed their other children? Because you fail one child, you lose the others. And if that's us, people, when it's them people, it's different. It's different. If you're Mr. Gove and you leave your kid in a hotel room and go out clubbing, do that. Because he's an MP. I can't do that. I can't just go around my mates next door and do what I want. But Mr. Gove, who's an MP in this country, he leaves his kid in a hotel. And we had a Prime Minister in this country, David Cameron, holding a pub. I didn't even get a chance to do that. Not a chance to the pub. I did. It's a whole different story for all you MPs, and you're all quick enough to draw your money. MP Jackie Dole-Price censors around forced adoption because she doesn't give children a voice, or any of you people, because she still continues to turn her back on the electorate. And she's not. an assistant whip in government no more, married to Jeremy Hunt in the NHS. Why is she not giving children a voice in Thurrock? It's because she sends emails to people saying, sue the arses off the council. And her husband gives you out lists of solicitors to sue the council. And I just don't understand why my government don't strip these two of their jobs in government publicly. Cockshall solicitors to sue the council. I'll tell you, Mark and Jackie, MP Jackie Goldprice and Mark Cockshall, I'm so loyal to BTMK, I would never turn my back on them. The list of solicitors, Mark Cockshall, and I just don't understand why Theresa May is still ignoring the fact. No, they're all to the book when it suits them, these MPs, and all hold you to account. Hold them to account. It's a different story, and I'm telling all you people around the world that are watching me. If they'd have dealt with me 4 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here saying it now. My local government, Thurrock Council, perjured themselves and nicked my child. They went back to court, ignored the police, tried to adopt my child and carry on lying. Your voice, my work engine. All you people that follow me, I am your voice. I need to stop on social media. So what they tend to do is pixelate my videos to stop me getting out there, because I specialise social care, and I know it better than government because I've lived it. And I'll say to the government, what is the root causes of child poverty? Because you don't know it. Give me a second to focus because I've got light to my face again. Please follow me on Twitter at @OneMisty. Follow me on YouTube, #ScoutsMegaPhone Man. Get me out there, share this. We've got to share this because you don't get police coming around my house. You don't get it. You don't get me gagged. You won't get me bribed. I'm going to court. A little bird singing in my ear the last couple of days about the council, because I've got a couple of people in the council that have got their eyes open and their ears open for me. And they're more whistleblowers, and they're very, very high up in the council. And a little bird tells me that they're scared. Yeah. Just thought I'd share that with you people, because I'm filing for court. I'm waiting for a court date. Forced adoption. I'm taking the government, local government, to court. Thurrock Council stealing my child, failing my other child. Big case going on, you know. My son Jaden, all forms of abuse at the hands of his mum. Everybody was making referrals. Social workers didn't act. Suffered all forms of abuse at the hands of his mother. I was given my son. I got a psychiatric report done at the Priory to my son. The social services were 1.5 years too late. Got it all on paper. Through the complaints process in the council, everything. So the same social workers that left my son to be abused at the hands of his mother took my daughter on future risk of harm. My both children. And do you know what they say to me? Lessons have been learned. So I would like to tell all you people that have logged on tonight to watch #ScoutsMegaPhone Man, or anybody that watches it, or that comes through your door, I want you to state Scouts Megaphone Man. Lessons have been learned. Leave it at that. Ask them to leave. Quick enough for them to say that to you, people, on all the serious case reviews and the independent inquiries and every other such inquiry going on. Have been learned. Out to be a fine in court. That's a heavy fine. That's it. Just walk away. Sacked. That's it. Nothing criminal. I know I've got my eyes all over this Grenfell Tower. I see professionals in the criminal court. I want to see it because by the government, they're not getting a fair crack of the whip. This, let's arrange that, let's arrange this. No, let's get to the real issues. Months, years, it don't. Who arranged the meeting for the new cladding to be arranged? Hannah Dodd, good evening. What beautiful weather it's been. Hannah, you're great. It's been fantastic weather, and I just hope all you people that are down in the dumps because of social workers have had the courage to embrace the hot weather. I've had a great time with my sister. She's been down, done a barbecue, and the kids have loved it. Gone out to Kerry Rapson. Hello, Jack. The minute she's in my safe house. She's the best. I want to tell all you people this Kerry Rapson. Stop their baby from going to adoption. I'm hoping to reunificate the baby on the next court case. Back onto the mum because I've changed the mum's circumstances, and I'm going to smash the council and take the mickey out of them. And that's why I've got 3 masks here. And the children I'm in court process with. So this Kerry, she's had her hair done, got her new clothes, all the bedrooms done. All I've got to do in the bedroom for the baby is put a border up. And put a lampshade up, which is a hot air balloon. A lampshade, a lamp in the room, in the centre of the room, and it's a hot air balloon. Beautiful it is. So I've got to go and put that up, put the border up, and I'm going to share all the pictures of the room, which is all on Facebook. Just to rub it into the council, more or less. So thanks a lot for that, Kerry. She's fantastic where she is. Thanks a lot, Deb. You're doing a great job down there. Fantastic, all you people. She's got a lovely colour to her face where she's been in the sun. She's had all her hair layered, all layered and that. She looks beautiful, man. And she's got no interest in any men whatsoever. She's got interest in just getting her child back. So I'll take my hat off to you, Carrie, and I'll probably shoot over to you tomorrow and see you. Jack, hello, Chris. I gave you a shout earlier. Marie Keegan, Thomas, it's brilliant what you're doing. And that's what hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man's all about. Follow me on YouTube. I give children that voice and put paedophiles out of prison off to the NHS labs to cure children's diseases. And what I want to do is children all around the world, there's millions and millions of pounds for children's mental health. That's what I want to do. Thanks a lot for that, Marie Keegan. Please like and share this. That's a new name to me. I've just found out my son's adoption letter is fake. I have to look into that, Louise. Try and inbox me sometime. Found out my son's adoption letter is fake. It means you've been sent a letter from meant to be a letter from your son before you went for adoption, and you found out it's fake. Can you get me the box, please, babes? With you, because Louise Bent has just reminded me something. I've got my missus here beside of me tonight, doing me messages. She's just trotted off to go and get something. But Louise Bent has just touched on something, so I'm going to go back on that. Thanks a lot, Louise. Alan Andrews, for a council, you should be ashamed of yourself. You don't pay for a council that bin people to get enough money to empty the bins and do it properly, because they leave it all over the street sometimes in Grays. Louise Bent, we got, when our kid was meant to go for adoption, give them one of these. This is an adoption box, a memory box. And if my baby was going to adoption, I've received all you Facebook people. We've nicked your baby, hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man, but this is what we was going to give you. And when I got my baby back, they still gave it to me as a last stab. This is what we was going to give you. That's what they said to me. The baby's first teddy, because it was at Christmas time. right?
What date was this? 2012.
The baby's first Christmas tree. If my baby had gone for adoption, this is what I would have got. A little duck. Now, this duck has had plenty of pictures taken with my daughter. They didn't even ask. They just did it. Her first baby grow, disturbing. Her first baby grow. Took care of, right? Now, when she left, my missus got it and went, it doesn't smell of the baby. They've washed it. They've washed it. The baby's first Christmas party bag. And all these photos. Loads of them. Loads and loads of pictures of my baby. Loads of them. Didn't even ask. And this baby grow. Baby grow, like the social workers stole Misty from us. The Misty was in this baby grow. When they give it back, they washed it. Unbelievable. You know? So there wouldn't have been no memories there. And that's what you get if your baby's adopted. That's what you get. So, there's your baby, Scars. There you go, mate. Here's your baby. Absolute ruthless. And do you want me to tell you something? If my missus had lost their baby, she would have cherished it for the rest of its life. And do you know if anything happened to that teddy, she probably would have murdered somebody. Even if she lost that teddy in an accident, it would have skitched her out. This teddy's in all of them photographs. When my baby was stolen, now, Theresa May wants to still ignore the fact. Still ignore the fact. Fight for you people. You people. It's more therapy to make change in children's services, combat social care, because I do believe I've got the answers. And social care, NHS, and a brilliant police force, because they're stressed because in this country are affected because social workers are not doing their job properly. Our children are screaming to be heard because social workers are not doing their job properly. Month after month, choose to ignore me, Theresa May, on forced adoption and breaking code of conduct families in our community. I urge any political party out there to come and approach me, to be a politician, to revolutionise children's services, not only in the UK but all around the world. Ideas in the bag, Couch Megaphone Man bag, and every idea I've got is a rolling fund. Yes, whether it be the police, whether it be social services, it don't matter. It will be a rolling fund. When they're paying their tax, they're going to be happy about that. Hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man will drive down the household bills. We'll do what he says, because this is more therapy. I'm not in it to make change to make money. I'm not in it to make friends. I'm in it to make change. at the hands of my establishment. Choose to ignore me today, and I'm 43 years of age. Child abuse inquiry, look it up. Lower Lee Boarding School, child abuse. If you Google it and look it up, and that's where my history is from. And I didn't get no justice, and we are looking into it, government, into it. And I am going to sue the Merseyside Social Services for it, because I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I was failed, alarmingly. And then the social workers come along and nick the kid for it. I'm passion. Frustrated at the same time, passionate for change. Because I've been that child screaming to be heard. I've been that family being ignored, being stoked for a reaction. How many men are in prison that follow me, Mr. Liddington? Giving them a voice. They're not seeing their children. They committed a criminal act because they can't control themselves, because of their past of social workers. People, please listen to me. It makes money. And the social workers, they don't care about you. The MPs don't care about you. They care about your money. They allow extortionate rates of interest in your high street. Bright house. No, it's crazy. Aiming at all the people on benefits. Rest. You can't spend money on your children. Wake up. Wake up. And I'd love to be a politician. All this mamby-pambying about. It's crazy. We want to bomb you and we want to bomb you. The government have got it all mixed up. Peace. It's like me fucking for a virginity. It's crazy. All right then, Mr. Trump, you want to have it? Let's jump in a cage and we'll have it. Listen, people, why do you think there's wars all over the world? Bombing it, fracking it, drilling it, mining it. We make people every day. Let's GPS our children. Let's keep them safe. Let's start giving them a voice. These professionals for professional avoidance and all these inquiries. Let's make it happen. Please give me 1 minute. Am I being heard on forced adoption? This video will go out and I will send it to government on Twitter. I'll say how it is because I'll give them children a voice, and it's going to be a loud one, a fucking loud one, because I am frustrated at the same time passionate for change. I've been that failed looked after child. Adoption agencies in London. The hell? How much money do these places cost in rent, let alone to run the place? Out. Profit. You're telling me social services are not for profit? You're having a bleeding laugh, government. Assessments left, right and centre. Oh, who gets the money for that? Toffee knows. She'll meet you for an hour, judge you and do an assessment and charge the council £9,000, whatever. And it's not for profit. It's for you lot, you do-gooders, mate. Change. Because we put them there. I didn't get into politics until I lost my baby. I dig into things, I just, you know what? You're taking liberties. And what the government don't tell you is that where they pixelated my last video, I'm gonna echo it again. I'm sending it on PFI failed contracts to Europe. Pulling out of contracts with Europe over green fossil fuels. You take our green waste and send it back as green fuel. Contract. Don't tell everyone. All the money wasted. Thousands of pounds. The Grenfell Tower with scaffold and monoflex. The kids in the tower. Why are the kids in play school reenacting what they've seen? Thousands upon them. Putting this place to the ground after we've got all the bodies out. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy stuff. Waste thousands of pounds on scaffold. away the fact. Film. Absolute joke it is. Absolute circus act. Down Grenfell's house start getting a voice. Because they're not being heard. And it's up and down this country. Look at all the children in Newcastle. All them children in Newcastle, they ain't being heard. At all. They're not being heard. 3 deaths. 5 council. Oh, sorry, lessons have been learned. The professionals. How about you say it? My work engine, the people. Quote hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man. I'm sorry, lessons have been learned. There's no social worker will come and knock on my door. I'll tell all you people. No social will dare come and knock on my door. Because I will get a restraining order out on them to keep away. To me, not only when I was a child, but perjuring themselves. Would dare come and knock on my door. But what I do get, a bailiff's knocking on my door, clamping my car. Unbelievable. I've got no credit. It's the best they can do. On the hope that I'm going to fly out the door and punch a bailiff. Criminal offences. Please like and share this. That one missed it. Thanks a lot for that, Louise Bent. I went on a bit of a waffle there, so I went on and on, but I wanted to share that memory box. If my kid had gone for adoption. So thanks for that for Louise. Alan Andrews, thanks for that, mate. Deborah Boxley, hello, Misty. Danny Tubby joined. Thanks a lot, Dan. I give you a shout earlier, mate. And I hope you share this. Jackie Khan, chemical castration, Jackie Khan. Jackie, mate, still have Charlie Card or Jermaine Defoe's friend still with us. Are untested in humans. What could cure diseases on humans? Why can't we put them in these paedophiles? You know, there's prison officers in prison. Inmates beat the paedophiles up. And then they go up to the inmate and say, right, you're before the governor, come on down the block. 2 birds in one stone, that goes on. I know friends who get more time for it, hitting a paedophile in prison. They get more time. They wouldn't get more time because they haven't got no right. They shouldn't even be in prison. They should be at the NHS labs, testing unknown drugs in humans. And I fight for that, Jackie, because I give children that voice. Georgie, thanks a lot for that. Elton Ireland, Kate Tippin. Yeah, I'm hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man. The best the government can do to me, they can't gag me. They can't come through my door and gag me. Because what I'll say is the truth. Yeah, how much money they're paying out of taxpayers' money. The government don't like it. People don't. To raise more money, have employed people to go around finding people for cigarette butts in the communities. That's what they do. They don't care about you people. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing it, would they? Suzanne Reach, yes, it's all a joke, babe. I had all 6 of my kids removed. And again, Suzanne, I'm going to give a big shout for you, right? Removed. The woman's had 6 children removed. And I know what social services are in there. Ethics, ranking, been abused by it. 6 kids. They'll probably break them kids down, break them up. Now these kids will have problems and cost the taxpayer and make jobs for the snobs. So make loads of money. The social services will fail them because 50% of kids are coming out of the care system failed. Now, in hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, siblings together, and I would combat that. I would make sure that would happen. What also I would make happen, you're removing 6 kids and you're splitting them up, and these kids have got, they've got loads of mental health problems because you've broke the bond between the siblings. Oh, you go in a contact centre to see your sister next week. That's no good. If you're going to prepare to take 6 kids, I tell you, government, why are you not having a foster carer that can take all 6? All 6. Unbelievable. Absolute unbelievable, Suzanne. That's what they'll do. And I'll give these children a voice. Now, taking it away from your parents, I'm telling you, whether you're put in the best house in the world with the best family in the world with the most money, as that child, you've got your own brain and your own mind, and you've been separated from the bond, which is your family, and you develop problems. Wake up in the morning because your brain's been threatened, you display problems. And what social workers do is put that displayed behaviour down to the parents. I'll give you a big shout, Suzanne. Please be strong, you know, please be strong and share this shit, because they're scared of me, the government are scared of me, my MPs won't even look at me. They won't. Kaylee Marie Morgan's joined. Big shout going out to you, girl. Christiana, love the accenter. Good luck with politics. Julie, I'm half Scouse, half East London, Essex. She's from America, the States. Oh, I like the States, people. Come on, Donald. Come on, Donald. Let's have a round, Donald. Let's do brilliant things for children, Donald Trump. I know you're following me. Take my hat off to you. If you could invite me to your country. I could probably revolutionise your children's services, because in my country, they ignore me. I've been on a battle bus, an open top bus, campaigning, 2015. Prime Minister. To this day, ignored because of my local council stealing my children. Got my children back, Donald. Donald. I'll say to all you people, if you cross Macron and Donald Trump, hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man. That's what you get. What you get if you cross Macron and Donald Trump? Scouse Megaphone Man. Because I could revolutionise children's services. The idea we could do with all pedophiles. Combat social care, plug all the holes in the bag, get rid of all them dodgy social workers. Let's start getting cameras on social workers. Let's start having social workers in criminal courts. This professional avoidance and the law breaking that they do. We want to see this in this country, Theresa May, because why are you protecting social workers? Stretching the police force, you social workers in the UK. It's unbelievable. Susie Edwards, highbrow. Oh, hello to you. Kate Tippins joined. Hello to you. CJ, hello to you. Hello to you, CJ. It's not the one I met in Costa. It was nice to meet you in Costa. Thanks for the cup of coffee. Regarding your case, give you the best advice I could. You're fighting a losing battle when you go to court. So do what I say when you do go to court, and work with them. I'll arrange with you to pop up there. Thanks for the offer of petrol, in fact. And I'll pop along to see you, circumstance and how you're living and that, and I'll give you the best advice. Yeah, but I'll say how it is in the lightest possible terms. Whether you take that advice is down to you. Again, thanks for meeting me and your case with you, and I promise you, you've got my hand on the heart with anybody else. You need to please share this. Hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man at One Misty on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man. Voice. And my government here, they don't want to give me a voice. They don't want to give me a voice. The BBC, I don't get it. I don't get it. They'd rather put killers on telly. People that have killed people. They'd rather put them on the telly. But they won't put me on telly. You know, I can prove my local council pays itself. Borough council. To my council. I've exposed them as well. You know, the leader of our council knew all about it in 2015. The leadership of the council did absolutely nothing. And then when I quizzed my leader of our council in my high street, he said to me, I would have done what you would have done, Jack, if it happened to me. Absolute rubbish. Not past the assessment stage, donut. Now, I'd like to ask my chief executive, what gives her the right to spend the council's money to keep me quiet on social media? I'd like to ask the chief executive of Thurrock Council, what gives you the damn right to spend the council's money, the council's budget, on keeping me, stop me trolling on social media on unforced adoption? I exposed you on the emails. You said, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Jack, and all the rest of it. You did. You did. You offered me money to get my kid therapy and assessment. You did that. And then when I asked you about it, you denied it in front of the leader of the council, Rob Gledhill. And when I exposed you with my emails, you pixelated the video. So I am hearing it again and echoing it again to the chief executive of Thurrock Council. Why are you not paying for the treatment of my son and paying for the assessment at the Priory I had to pay for? You would do that, and you went against what you said. Why am I still asking a year and a half later? I'd like to ask my chief executive of Thurrock Council. It's common knowledge, your name's Lynn Carpenter. You look it up. Why do you choose to spend the council budget trying to keep hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man quiet on social media? Is that because I'm exposing your dodgy council in terms of your failing social care? You told me, Thurrock Council, that lessons have been learned. These children here, clearly not. My children are not for you to learn lessons from, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to say that. A few weeks with another child. Unbelievable, the paperwork. A simple housing crisis, and this council want to adopt this child. Hat off to Hatton solicitors down in Thurrock, and the solicitor that's on this case, because he's got respect. He's not dodgy. So I'm just going to echo that. Before the council, you're failing kids coming out of care. Care home in Tilbury. It's mayhem, and the police have got to visit it all the time. So what you've done is you've took people's kids on future risk of harm and other such matters, and you've just dumped them in a children's home, and it's mayhem. Common knowledge, it's in the papers. What are you going to do, you councils up and down the country, about failing the kids coming out to care in them later? Children. How will you pass with taking your children? Oh, you're a self-harmer, we've got worries for your children. Because of what you suffered in the care with taking your children. That's what you do, government. You're absolute ruthless, and I talk for you people. You people. And I won't make a decision, Scouts Megaphone Man, without you people. See live soon. Birds singing in my ear. They're called whistleblowers from the council, very high up. You need to go and meet the legal team on this matter. They don't want to go to court. Tough. We're going. And Thurrock Council, you haven't got a back on forced adoption. Theresa May, you should be ashamed of yourself. Mr. Liddington, poke your justice system right where the sun don't shine, mate. Right to me. Let me tell all you people, the social worker committed perjury to steal my child. That is a very, very serious offence. It carries perjury. Affected by your perjury, it goes up. Social worker's house, booted their door in, went into their house, picked their kids up, marched out the house and went off. I'll be done for that, but I wouldn't be committing an offence as worse as the social worker did and committed perjury. I just crossed the threshold to take a child. She committed perjury. I'd still get a longer sentence and I'd still get a reprimand and I'd still go to jail for that offence. You nick my kid and commit perjury in a British court and stand with the Bible in court, nothing can happen. So I'd like to ask the Justice Secretary on that matter, can I go through the social worker's front door violently and steal her children? Am I allowed to do that, government? Because if the law doesn't apply to me when my child's being stolen, why should it be prevented when I want to steal a child in terms of the social workers? I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm talking hypothetically. Because this is the situation we're in, government. And the same social worker that did nick my child, referrals regarding my son being abused at the hands of his mother. All the authorities making referrals to this social worker did not act for everything, the damage it's done. Did not act. Yet they want to steal my child and commit perjury. You're having a fucking laugh, government. You want to fucking do something about it. It's a piss take. Piss take. Invite me over to your country, Donald Trump. Please, give me a way out. Give me a way out. What's the point? How can I go to work and pay tax? Fuck off. I ain't giving them fucking money. Fuck off. I'm suffering and dealing with my past. All the abuse. I've had to give my son counselling because the social workers failed him, which has opened doors in my past. I'm having to give my own son counselling. Unbelievable, government. When can I grieve for you stealing my child? Please, can I ask you? When can I grieve for you failing my son? For you battering me and failing me when I was a child. When are you going to do that, government? The comments are frozen. You don't want me to communicate with you people. But I'll rabble on and I'll rabble on. I'm sick of it, mate. I used to get up 6 o'clock in the morning, all the tubes on the scaffold, on the racks in the scaffold were all stuck together with ice. I used to have to bang them with a 5-foot tube and then start loading my lorry. Frosty as you like. The mist. And that's what I get for fucking paying tax. And let me tell all you people, I've suffered all forms of abuse at the hands of the establishment in a boarding school, right? And they come and nick my kid. They fail my son. I'm not a drug addict. I'm living life. I'm not dead. But I'm here to smack the establishment right between the fucking eyes. Pushing for change. And I'm giving our children a voice, and I just wish you could get me out there more. You people. You put them people there. Sit there and watch Parliament Channel and go, this is there, look how packed it is. You people post them posts. Agenda. Why don't you put me there? Political parties. I'd love to be a politician to give back children a voice. GPS our children. Use our paedophiles as guinea pigs. They've lost their right, mate. The government worried social services is the centre of the economy. It's got to be. They don't know how to change it. Money, create jobs, the snobs, to judge you people. They don't care if you're trying to hide the fact that your kids go to school hungry. You are out there. I know you are. Be. This government take the fucking piss, mate. And I don't care what you say, Theresa May, and I don't care what you say, Mr. Livingston. Jeremy Hunt, you failed our NHS service, mate. Dan, where are you? Some with just 70 odd grand wages, You're quick enough to draw your money, Jared. Your money. And you've got Jackie Dole Price as your secretary. No work's going to get done down there. Oh, that was their recollection at the time. That's the attitude of Jackie Dole Price. Our MP, my MP, Jackie Dole Price in Thurrock, is a glorified wealth extractor to the electorate. She doesn't give nobody in the community a voice. She doesn't. She don't. And when she's out campaigning and she bumps into hashtag Scouse Megaphone, man, do you know what she said to me? Why don't you fuck off? MP? Give herself, mate. Sending me emails to sue the arses off the council. And there's her husband giving me lists of solicitors to do it. What do you think of that, Thurrock Council? What do you think of that? It's about time in Thurrock we had an MP who give a shit about the people. Who actually give a shit, you know what I mean? And go to work and pay tax. And stop trying to fraud the DWP and any such other. Because I'm telling you, Teresa May, you've lost the grip of the streets. You have. You've lost the grip of the jails. You've lost the grip of the NHS. You've lost the grip. You're stretching the police force like elastic band, mate, and it's going to snap. And the stick. And you nick £19.6 million from their budget. Unbelievable. Over 80,000 posts going in our NHS. Shit, mate. Nurses using the food banks, the embarrassment. These are people that love you and want to look after you and make sure you're better. And love doing it because of the government squeezing them every pound they want out of you. Don't see police coming through my door because I can prove what I'm saying. I'm an up-and-coming politician for the people and I don't give a shit what the government say. I'm going to give children that voice and I'm going to make sure children get GPS and I'm going to make sure we can campaign. I'm going to go out my way to campaign to use paedophiles and child sex killers to cure children's diseases. And I don't care what you say, government. It's going to change in this country. It is. You know, I remember seeing on Spitting Image when Donald Trump was on Spitting Image and they were taking a piss that he was going to be the president. Now look, you've got Macron in France, 5 minutes set up as a politician, bang, he's there. I'll give a damn. I'll give a damn about change because it's more therapy. Away from my compo. It's not about money. Giving them children that are in care a voice. No. And when I finished Misty Barnes' case, I'm taking my counsel to court, to the family court, to seek to remove all the looked after children by the local government Thurrock Council. Threshold statement. And then I'm going to, if I'm successful, I'm going to try and take other councils' children that are also failing. Because when these kids come out of care, I'm going to campaign for it like you don't believe. Get assessed when they leave the care system by an independent body system to see if they've been failed, so they can have compensation and they can have hypnotherapy and other such therapy to deal with the trauma that they've had going through them in the care system, so they can go on with their life and have children and not be harassed by a social worker. The care system, the social workers don't care the fact that they failed them. They don't care. They don't give a damn. They'll wait till the 1920 baby Ellie, because that's what you get. Kids having kids nowadays. Kids are leaving the family home, linking up with another kid that's left the family no more, joining into somebody else's household. Unbelievable. You're losing control, government system. The social workers, they're not equipped. And you've got the universal credit, and you've got the families that don't know how to manage their bills. Going to school hungry. There are. And I do believe social services need to be there because there are good social workers. I'm not going to knock that fact. That do know me. That's off to you because I know you follow me. And there are good social workers out there. It's just a shame we can't join on, we can't build on that. Social workers to account when they break the law. Put cameras on social workers. Real good insight into what the family home's like. Have the temperament, a real good insight on how the family's talking to the social worker. If you had a camera on the social worker, you got cameras on your bailiffs, on your police, you got cameras on your traffic wardens. Why can't we have cameras on social workers? Government workers on social media. I think it's a wise move. Adam Lloyd, I need your help, mate. Adam Lloyd, you haven't heard my case, mate. I bet it will confuse you. Adam Lloyd, tell me where you are, inbox me. If you want to come on my show as a guest, mate, more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Just wear a mask and you can't name anybody or show any photographs. But share your story. If you want to come on, Adam, you know, inbox me, tell me where you are. If you can get to Essex, Lakeside Essex, on the M25, we can do it. Get you on the show. You can come on me live one day, share your story, mate. Thanks for that, Adam. Louise Bent, I found my 18-year-old. He don't know me. I don't know you. Would you like to speak to your son? Do you speak to your son? If you would like to help to speak to your son, I would like to help you. If you know it's your son and you can prove it's your son and you've got access to prove it's your son. But at the same time, I have that turmoil. I'd want him to know. I'd want him to know. Thanks for that, Louise. Jackie Khan, cheers, mate, again. These politicians just listen to the people. They don't listen to the people, Jackie, mate. They turn their back on you. Where's my MP, Jackie Gold Price? Sue the officers off the council. The government, they ignore the fact that she's done that. And the council are not alarmed by that. The chief executive doing what she wants. The MP doing what she wants. They don't give a damn, Jackie. You're a part of my work engine. You're on my list, mate. Lydia Miller, shared. Lydia Miller, new name. Thanks for joining us, Lydia. Thanks for sharing it. Follow me on Twitter, at One Misty. YouTube, hashtag Scouse Megaphone, man. I want to say thanks to everybody in the States that's been logged on tonight on YouTube or on Facebook. My heart goes out to all you men that are not seeing your children. And I'd like to set trust funds up for all you men. You know, I really would like to send trust funds up for all you men. And you'd want to go to work if you listen to hashtag Scouse Megaphone, man. You love my manifest regarding seeing your children, all you men. Children have voice. I'm going to give your little girl a voice. I'm telling you, people. All you men that are not seeing your children, I'm going to give your little girl that voice. If she does want to see her daddy, it's mental and emotional abuse for her not to see that. And I've got plans, I've got great plans in the manifest regarding men not seeing their kids. And it will give children that voice, a financial voice it will give children. And it's a rolling fund in hashtag Scouse Megaphone, man, but I've got to keep that quiet. The other ideas out is because I've had to do it. I've had to do it, and I've been advised to do it by the agent. I've got a whole lot of hashtag Scouse Megaphone, man, rolling fund ideas for the system. Ideas, new money for government. You know, even I'd love to have light bulb tax. I'd love it. Canary Wharf, are they in a bleeding killing? Bankers. I would. In the Diamond Street, God knows how many light bulbs are in there, chandelier, trees, and maze. She's got lights on the walls. Woman, yeah, mate. Interest right across the line, mate. You know, they're going on about green this, green that, and all the rest of it. They want to big villages down. We're in a crisis of housing. Unbelievable. For the missus tonight, she's at the side of me, doing all my comments, throwing them down as I go, picking the load more up. But Christiana, thanks. Give you a shout. Katie Marie Morgan, I'm going to give you another shout. You make me laugh sometimes, Katie. I'm not saying it's because of your posts, it's because I do. people's lives. Yeah, £500,000. This week I've raised awareness on. I was in jail. Yeah, mate. And when they get out of prison after, councils are going to place these people. A future risk of harm to other people's children. Can we, the people, sue our local councils? Listen to me, Engine. I've had an idea. All you people, forced adoption. Any of you people out there that's got children, can we take litigation out against our local authority to file in our street? A future risk of harm. Go and see a solicitor. You think that's a good idea? Do you think we could sue the local council, babe, for putting a paedophile in our street? Putting my kids at future risk of harm?
The way our local council goes, there's not much you can't sue them over.
I think all you people should look into that. I think it's a fantastic idea. We should all take lawsuits out on our local authority for putting a paedophile in our street and putting our children at future risk of harm. That's to tell any estate agent, be careful, you could be sued. You're putting people's children at future risk of harm by housing these people on your books. All you estate agents, I've got to echo this. There, I'm giving children a voice. All your estate agents could be sued for that fact. Can we, the people, sue you for putting these back in our community? You're putting our children back at future risk of harm. Children are being killed in this community. No? We need to put trackers in our children. Now, I'd like to ask my local council, hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man costume. In the Misty Barnes case, in the Jaden Barnes case, and in the case that's at the minute on the forced adoption that I've just stopped and cost you even more money because now we've got an extra court case. Too far council. I reckon it's got to be in the millions. And I'm taking you to court. It's got to be in the millions. It's got to be. I'm gonna make children's services be the best. I'm gonna do that. Louise Benz, I can't see my daughter. She is with her dad. My heart's with you. And you might have done things wrong in your past. You might not have done things wrong in your past. If you have, and the concerns that are being raised, issue them concerns, deal with them. But what a lot of people have seemed to find is that when it becomes time for contact, and these parents have time, it's their time to have their contact on a Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, whatever the case may be, and the other party fails that contact, oh, you're not seeing the kids. Abuse, voice, you know, it should be down to the child, and I think there should be an independent body that could assess this child, you know, and ask this child and give this child a voice. That's what hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man is. I want to sit in the middle and give the child a voice because I've been there. I've grieved for my mother. I still do at 43 years of age. My mother still ignores me because she's guilty of how I've grown up. Children, the voice. I still grieve for my child, and it doesn't matter whether you're 2, 3, 4, 5, it don't matter. You'll grieve for your mother and you will grieve for your father. Got nothing in place for the system to say, how are you feeling, mate? Child, there's nothing. Where's his mental and emotional abuse? He's having a baby. He's 19 years of age. He's not equipped for it. Control his anger in the system, and I'll give this child a voice because workers come and play God. It's about the parents, children. Oh, your mum's not turned up for contact this week, and they fail the contact to piss off the parents. Contact, and when you take a child off a mother or a father, That child displays behaviour. The child goes to bed crying. Problems. Yeah. Wants to be the boss. Wants to break things. Doesn't want to listen. And I'll tell you, people, all your establishment wants to do is label these children. Personality disorder. Oh, he's got an anger problem. Oh, he's got ADHD. Oh, he's got bipolar. That's what the government want to do to your children. Age to diagnose them as schizophrenic. Oh, it's just as easy to do that. And then as they get older and use the system more and more in terms of the voluntary services and the NHS help. Building up a case against you before you have children. Go and get private counselling, please. Stop using them voluntary services for the social workers to gather their evidence. That's what you're doing. When you're going through court litigation, please make sure these assessments are done through your solicitor at your choice. Independent assessment unit. You go and find it. You tell your solicitor, this is where I want to go to be assessed. You do that. Direct your legal team and do it properly. Stop leaving your solicitor to wipe your arse. And I will say this to you because I'm helping people and they're not reading their paperwork. They're not. They've only got to read it. And it will make sense. Marie Keegan Thomas, can I get local authority done for discrimination as my daughter has cerebral palsy and male adopter has cancer? You bring in your, so they've put the child into somebody's life who's going to be taken away from this child. Put this children at future risk of harm mentally and emotionally because this child's going to gain a bond with this woman that's got cancer. Marie. Taken away if it's not curable. So this child's going to grieve for that woman because she's going to gain some sort of bond with it. You know, you've got a brain. It takes in information. You know, my Misty, she's stage now where she's reached their personality where she's got emotions because she cried to the film. She's crying to Willy Wonka because he went up in the elevator. Dad, I want Willy Wonka. So I had to put it back on. Unbelievable, Marie. It's bad, this council, what they've done. They've put a kid with someone, you know, who's got cerebral palsy, and she's put them with an adopted male adopter. What will happen to this child? I asked the question because of a children's rights campaigner. Marie Keegan, thanks for sharing that with us. It's bad. It's social services, you're failing. Muslim families, mentally, emotionally abusing them, changing where they've come from. It's all right for them, lessons have been learned, isn't it? It is, isn't it? You've got to get me out there. At One Misty, share this shit. Join my group for extra help. Join families against forced adoption. Mate, I've had this site going for a long time. This is where forced adoption starts, right here. Going on to this every Sunday night. Every group should be sharing this. Any of them groups that can prove perjury by their local council. On social media and say what I can say. Say it. Come. This is where it is. All the groups should be here. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. You know? And I'm going to be having a speech in a sports centre soon. And we're going to do it properly. We're going to be heard in numbers. I have Jack, I mean,
There's a Jack on him.
I've inboxed you, Adam Lloyd's inboxed me, Jack, I mean, cheers for that, Adam. Look at that, I'm going to go offline. She's like me on the computer, she's not really that good. So I'm trying to get her to do anything and read messages and write them, try and communicate. It's good. I'll get you tonight, thanks for doing my look like I'm going to get it. And a Data Protection Act, Louise, by telling your ex stuff that he should have been told about you. Sorry about that. Also to you, Emma, thanks for joining us. K-Tip, and I like you. Couldn't get you on the phone. That's all right, Kate. Joining us and sharing all this. I'll give children a voice. And the government don't like me getting out there. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, and it's about rolling funds. The establishment. Because on one side of the coin, you've got Banksy, the street artist. The establishment. Take my hat off to him. You know? And I'm on the other side of the coin, and I do it transparently for the people. Because I can prove what the government's like. We need to share this. We need to share it as far as we can share it, because there's nobody else there's no other platform you'll be able to have to fight government back and get that voice back, because we don't listen to you. And you'll fail your children left, right, and centre. You know? I campaign, and I'll take the right mick out of the establishment. I'll take the right piss out of it, because I'm thrust passion for change. They damaged me as a child and tried to nick my kid and fail the other kid, and then try and nick another kid and tell them all lessons have been learned. Clearly not. Clearly not. And my council, they choose to keep on ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. So be it. So be it. But be caught on forced adoption. Persuade yourselves. It's going to be heard, and it's going to be said, and it's going to be said fucking loud. From going to court. You're not going to give me no money to stop me to go to court. You can't even give me money to stop me on social media for a council. It's just a shame. I can hear sirens going and all that. Police sirens. Let's hope they're not coming for me, but you won't see police coming to my house, kicking my door in. Don't break the law. I'll keep them on the high ground all the time for you people. And we need to share this. I'm going to start closing my Facebook down. I've got a song that I like playing on forced adoption. It's not my song. It's a song I like playing because the words in this song, they relate to all of us, and they relate to all of us. And I just want to say to all you people, let's stop banding together. All you haters, come on board, man. Come on board. You political party out there, come and speak to me. Please come and speak to me. Let's share this. Let's try and be 44 shares. Give me some hearts, please. Give me some hearts, please. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man, your voice.
The farther you take my rights away.
They took my right away and they've taken your.
The faster I will run.
Give me that platform. Get me out there. Share this. At what missed
you can deny me. You can decide to turn your face.
Government, how do you feel?
No matter, cause there's something inside so strong.
Change.
I know that I can make it. Cause you're doing me wrong so long.
Change, man, change.
Something inside so strong.
I love all you people. I love all you people.
Something inside so strong.
Every week in, week out. Giving children a voice.
To give my voice. The louder I will sing.
Come on, Donald.
You hide
Donald. Let's have a round, Donald. Let's see what we can do for children. I'm your voice, all you people, I'm your voice. Forced adoption, men not seeing their children, women not seeing their children. I give that children a voice. Come on, Donald. Invite me over to your country, Donald. Lovely place. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. Government don't care about you. They don't care about you. They take your child. When we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, wanna do it anyway. How do you feel, Mr. Livingston? Tonight, you should be ashamed of yourself. Wanna do it anyway. Are you going to do something, Government? You're going to pixelate this video. Work it. I hope I make you cry with happiness. I'm your voice. I hope I give you pins and needles. Hairs on your arm stand up. I love you all. I will give all your children a voice. You can't keep me quiet. Join me next week, 9 o'clock. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man. Every week, 9 o'clock. Tell all your friends. Give your children a voice. See you next week, Facebook. Thanks a lot, YouTube. See you next week, 9 o'clock. Hashtag Scouts Megaphone, man.